Welcome back. Let's find out if we've got anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy.
It smells like there was some kind of freaky pig man in here or something.
I noticed that there was actually somebody in between you and the pig man spraying it down.
Unbelievable. It didn't work. Yeah. Trust me.
What is this, the Brady Bunch? Yeah, exactly.
Well, welcome back to Red Eye. Geez, we've only been doing this for a month.
This was the 5.
That's because you can't count.
Thank you. That's why he's an unbiased reporter.
Human-animal hybrids. Greg, you mentioned that quote from Lord Alton, ethically it can never be justifiable, it is dabbling in the grotesque. I'd just like to point out that they said the same thing about Dr. Moreau.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That turned out well.
Yeah. They tried to block his important research. In the end, it killed the poor fellow.
And then, you know what they did? They tried to stop the guy, Doctor Who's phone booth.
What do you know about Doctor Who?
Doctor Who and his flying phone booth.
It's not a phone booth.
Yes, it is.
It's a police box, you idiot.
It's a phone booth.
God.
It's a phone booth.
It's called the TARDIS. Shut up.
Sensitive.
Rick, you said that apes are happy about this, that it's inevitable that they'll rule the world. Excellent plug for 20th Century Fox's upcoming Rise of the Planet of the Apes in theaters everywhere August 5th.
I'm very excited about that film.
Yeah.
Are you really? I heard.
Yeah.
Really? We need another one of those?
Yes, we do. It's
We
20th
do them
Century.
all.
It's 20th Century Fox. Yes, we do.
The special effects are so much better now than all those movies have been.
Guys, what was the entire franchise missing? Origin story. Origin story.
I agree. There's nothing wrong with a good origin story. Am I right, Bill?
Thank you.
You know,
Okay.
I can't wait for the origin story of Sex and the City.
Ooh. I could play a young Carrie.
You can play a young
Here's the
Carrie.
origin. Annoying voiceover throughout.
I think anyone but Sarah Jessica Parker could play a young Carrie.
Oh, Andrew.
Well done.
We'll take that out.
Not necessary.
She's probably like my age. That's the sad part. Brooke, you said that the fact that scientists are doing these experiments in secret shows they think they're better than us, or maybe it shows that they know some people will blow all of this out of proportion and start accusing them of doing things they're not doing, like, I don't know, cloning humans.
They are cloning humans.
That's not what this is. This has nothing to do with cloning humans.
Yeah, they are. They're cloning human-animal hybrids. Even worse.
That's not cloning humans.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Cloning man.
I'm staying out of this.
They're also not. They're not making animal-human hybrids. They're not making pigmen.
Yes, they are.
No,
That's
they're
what,
not.
if you read the full quote, he called it grotesque because they were saying the embryos had both human and animal limbs.
But they're not growing actual creatures.
How do you know it's all being done in secret?
Because they're destroying them after 14 days.
Well, how do we know that's happening?
Because they
Where's
say
the
that.
oversight?
Because they say so.
Oh, right. All right.
You know, the great thing about these hybrids, Andy, is you can go about, 80 or 90 miles on them without a charge.
Absolutely. A couple of facts. The world's first clinical trial using neural stem cell therapy in stroke patients was only possible after first testing human brain cells on rats, which, Brooke, is the kind of thing they're doing, not making pigmen.
But Andy,
I can't emphasize that enough. They're not making pigmen.
Andy, we know that, but then
I am saddened by that fact.
Look, Andy, we all know that, but we just wanted to do a story to talk about pigmen.
I know, but it's it's my job.
Why do you have to tear the curtain down? Why?
How do you explain A Block, Andy?
Yeah.
The beginning of A Block, our exclusive interview. How do you explain what you saw with your own eyes? That's not about buzzing. That sounds stupid.
I smell pig right now.
I believe, though I can't prove it, I believe that was Bill with a nose glued to his face.
Bill does not do dress up.
Are you telling me there's no tooth fairy either? You're ruining everything.
Oh, can you imagine a tooth fairy animal hybrid?
Jerk.
God. Media bias, Paul. All right, Paul.
What's up, Pukey?
You really don't think that in general the media is biased against conservatives?
In general?
Yeah.
I think it's closer to 50-50.
Really? You're that
Yes,
stupid?
I do. Now, that's a biased comment right there.
Also, like, you go 1 minute you're saying the media is not biased towards conservatives, then 2 minutes later your argument is, oh, it's no big deal, they've been doing it for years.
Well, no, there's been bias in the media for years. Why is this even a story? Yeah, I'm not. I just don't think it's.
I say again,
What are you, Paul Lynn in the center square?
I very well could be. God, I wish. Your response, sir?
I'm telling you that I don't think it's as unbalanced as people are saying it is. I think there's bias in either direction.
That's because you agree with the bias.
What do you want me to say? I'm sorry, I don't agree with you.
I want you to not be stupid, Paul. I just, for your own good, I'm trying to work with you here.
Because when people don't agree with you, they're stupid because you don't have a comeback.
That's not true at all. You're just stupid. A lot of people who disagree with me are incredibly bright. You're just not one of those people. And it saddens me, Paul.
I have a law degree.
Well, you can get a lot of things online these days.
I'm a reverend.
You see my point. Bill officiates weddings between pigmen and seal boys.
In my backyard. Here's the catch. I don't have a backyard.
Exactly.
Creepy.
Yep. Gregalog, McDonald's adding apples to Happy Meals. Rick, you said Greg can't buy a Happy Meal because he's too old. Not true. It's actually based on height.
Wow. That was completely uncalled for. I expect people at home who are of my height to write into Andy.
I do find it funny they're doing this because 11% of the customers are choosing apples over fries.
Yeah, 11%. That's like 1 in 5.
It's exactly. I believe it's exactly 1 in 5.
Why is there this feeling that McDonald's can't defend itself? Like
No, I think they can do it. As long as the government's not forcing them to do this, I don't have any problem with it.
Oh, wait, you agree with a stupid guy? Oh, my God.
I think you hurt Paul's feelings.
I think so, too.
I'm coming over there right now.
You're both dead in the
With
ass.
my pig man.
Greg, I just wait. Did I agree with you on this, Paul?
Yes, you did.
All right, I changed my opinion then. I don't think McDonald's should be doing this. I think it's horrible and it's awful, and I think you'd have to be really stupid to think that this is a good idea.
Wow, I didn't show up at a party and start puking 2 hours later.
No, I do agree with you on this one, Paul.
Love you.
I think Greg was being a little over the top in his outrage.
Perhaps. But somebody has to.
I agree.
You know?
And I'm glad it was you, sir.
I'm there.
Yeah. Lilo drinking. Brooke, you said leave Lindsay Lohan alone. See, I completely disagree. I think sloppy drunks who make fools of themselves in public, whether they be Lindsay Lohan or Bill, deserve to be called out.
Okay, you love that.
Wait a second.
No, I just think if you don't want to be called out for it, then moderate your drinking or drink in your home.
Yeah, but she's, a child star. This girl's been in the spotlight for a really long time.
That's
What
not
I'm
insane.
protesting is feigning sympathy for her and then going on, an insult rampage.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Who was feigning sympathy for her? Certainly not Paul, that horrible human being who wants her to die.
He's stupid.
I sympathize with her. We frecklers stick together.
And let me tell you
true.
something else about this bias issue in the media, okay? It's only bias if people don't agree with the side you're on. That's the issue. It's like my uncle watching the Celtics and they never commit a foul.
Then
right?
how come 33% of centrists think the media is biased against
It's
Republicans?
one study.
And only 19, or I think it was 12%, or it might have been 19% of centrists think that it's biased agat
I can create numbers
left,
to get
the
you
right.
any result you want in life. It's one study. I can go out there and
There's
I
a
can
lot
do
of studies, actually. This is just one of many. They come out every year. They say the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yep. It all goes back to what I said earlier.
What?
Paul is stupid. I love you, Paul.
I love you too.
All right, I'm done.
Coming up, what's it like to be living on the face of a selfish jerk who never cares if you're swollen or chapped? We interview Paul Mercurio's lips when we return. But first, what's happening to Mr. Wu? Stick around and we'll tell you.